across to Switzerland where all the yodelers be, to try to learn to yodel with my yodel-o-dee. I climbed a big high mountain on a clear and sunny day, and met a yodeling gal up in a little Swiss chalet. She taught me to yodel, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-dee. She taught me to yodel, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-dee. Hodel-o-dee-lo. Well, now I'm gonna teach you how to yodel just like me. It's easy when you're singing to go yodel-o-dee. First you take a deep breath and it's KO 1, 2, 3. Then you'll hear yodel if you listen close to me. Yeah, this is how to yodel, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-dee, yodel-o-dee. This is how to yodel, yodel-o-dee.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Come on in. Hi, everybody, welcome. Welcome to Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I am your host, TV Straight Ferguson. Please. All right. Thank you. Thank you. That's enough. All right. That's enough. I think the people at home are beginning to suspect you have been professionally warmed. Professionally warmed by a professional warm-up comedian who may even before I come on shout, "Give me thunder." Give me thunder? I'm like, "Give me thunder." I'm like, what do you know? What's going on? Yeah, I'll give you thunder. Don't even know what that means. It's a great day for America, everybody. It's a bad day, though, for the Illinois governor, Blagavoyevich. That guy. At least he has the decency to be crazy with a crazy name. You know what I mean? It's like, his name is kind of like, blah! And so is he. His impeachment began today. That guy, he was said... I can't say it, all right? I can't say it. Blagojevich. He said that he's considering Oprah. He was considering Oprah Winfrey for the Senate. That's ridiculous. Oprah is way too powerful to waste her time in the Senate. She's got some real muscle. Although it was probably she's got enough money to buy it from that guy. He was he had a. Do you hear that? Here's an interesting story. Broadway producers are putting together a stage play, a musical based on Michael Jackson's Thriller. It's an unbelievable story about an innocent young boy that turns into an undead freak. I don't know what the play's about, but it's an unbelievable story. It's also a great day for St. Paul McCartney. Did I say St. Paul McCartney. I don't know if you know, yes, the Vatican announced it today. Why not? I mean, everybody loves him. It's now St. Paul McCartney. Well, there are rumours that Sir Paul McCartney, or St. Paul, he's getting married again. I know, I mean, that's what you call bouncing back, really, isn't it? I mean, he's not letting it grind him down. No, I'm going to try it again. And he's going to get married to his girlfriend, Nancy Sheville, her name is. Paul reportedly has the blessing of all his daughter and his lawyers and everybody. And I think the rumours are true because Paul looks very happy recently. Do we have a picture of Paul McCartney? There he is. I haven't done that for a while. You know, he does look saintly in that picture. Let's have a look at it. There's some big celebrity birthdays today as well. The rock god Eddie Van Halen, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Eddie. Also, Ellen DeGeneres' birthday. Eddie Van Halen, Ellen DeGeneres, very different, of course. One's a shaggy-haired rocker who's had women in all 50 states. And you can finish the joke yourself. I had a very busy weekend this weekend. I was doing stand-up comedy shows I call them stand-up comedy. A lot of people go, what's he doing? But I was in Nashville and St. Louis, and it was fantastic. And I've been to St. Louis before. I loved it. It was great, you know, with their big arch. But Nashville I'd never been to before, and I was very excited about it, because when I moved to America, Nashville was the first place I wanted to go to, and it's only taken me 14 years. The first place I wanted to visit was Nashville. The second place was Pahrump, Nevada. No, I know you're thinking, Craig, is that because of the legalized prostitution? Well, partially. But I also like their laissez-faire attitude, you know, naming their town after a fart. These people are relaxed. Because, Pahrump, come on. You know what, back in the day, there was a couple of old prospectors out there they had a fire and everything going, well, what are we going to call this new town around here? Oh, I don't know, Pahrump, that'll do. Anyway, I drove from St. Louis to Nashville, and I drove through a town called Metropolis in Illinois on the way. Superman's hometown. Metropolis, it's on the way from St. Louis to Nashville, and you go through it. It's not like the Metropolis in the comics, it's slightly smaller. Basically, it's a gas station and a restaurant, but I did do it. Do we have a map of my drive through from St. Louis? There I am. Down. Yeah, Narnia through Funky Town. There you go, Nashville. Now, I love to drive through the South, because this show, I know this is going to shock you, but this show is very popular down in the South. When I first started this show, all the executives were saying, oh, this will never work in the South. And I'm like, why? And they said, well, you have an accent. And I'm like, they have accents in the South. They're kind of my people, if you know what I'm saying. And anyway, no one gives a rat's ass about accents. I mean, the people elected, it's my accent. People elected the governor of California, who cannot even pronounce the name of the state which he represents. He can't even say it. I'm from California. I'm from the state with all the fake boobies. Anyway, I did this show in Nashville on Saturday, and it went great. I saw, you know, in the crowd, lots of high heels, flashy jewellery, fur coats, and some of the women were very well dressed too. Now, it is true that the women wore a lot of fur, but I'm not normally okay with that, but I was okay with it in Nashville because you get the impression they killed the animals themselves. Just kind of makes it a little better, you know? Possum just ain't for eating. And you see, I saw a lot of cowboy hats in Nashville. If you dress like a cowboy in Nashville, you're either a country singer or a real cowboy. It sends a very different message if you dress like a cowboy in Los Angeles. It's a completely different roundup you're looking for. You know what else guys wore in Nashville? Giant belt buckles. Now, I would never do that. Because a giant belt buckle, because everything nearby to a giant belt buckle looks small. Whenever I met anyone in Nashville, I found myself staring at their belt buckle. I'm like... And then I realised this is probably sending the wrong message, you know. So I would quickly turn my eyes away and look at their penis. But that was... Joke, it's a joke. You know who was into country music was my mother. My mother loved country music. She loved the yodeling type of country music. You know, the... like Jim Reeves and Hank Williams kind of yodeling. And when I was a kid, there was a really big yodeling star from Australia called Frank Ifield. He had a huge... I loved this song when I was a kid. She taught me to yodel. I can't imagine why it's not popular now, really. You see it mentioned all over the place in articles about worst songs ever recorded and everything. I think yodel, though, is really code for something else. You know, she taught me to yodel. It's a metaphor for sex, of course. Which would explain why I can't yodel longer than 30 seconds. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back to the Big Country Show. Welcome back to the Big Yodeling Show, where tonight it's all yodeling all the time. No more yodeling. It started off, I wanted to have Yodel Week, then maybe just a little less yodeling. Folks at CBS said, do you think you could do a little less yodeling, Greg? And I think Yodel Week is now over. Now, people often say to me, they say, Craig, get out of our house, you don't live here. And... not so much anymore since, you know. But... People sometimes say to me, they say, Craig, what did you do before you came to America? Well, a lot of things. Professional yodeler, I was for a while. But when I lived in England, I lived in London. I starred in a bunch of television programs over there. And my most I really had a hit show. It did very well in Britain for a while. And I found a clip of it on YouTube. I know. Take a look at this. I do wish you'd skip choir practice and come fishing with me, Prudence.
Oh, Father insists. Being a vicar's daughter is not easy.
Oh, trust me, you're anything but easy. Damn it.
Now go. If Father catches you in my room, he'll think I'm pulling something dirty.
Hello, and I've got just the thing.
Oh, your rod.
Exactly.
No, your rod is poking me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Well, not really.
Listen, I'll put it over here. It might be better over there,
I'll
right?
say, yeah. Oh, good Lord. Oh, unlikely.
My father will be here any minute. Help me.
Okay, quickly, turn around. Is that the way?
No, that's the wrong
Of course I don't know.
Push there.
I'm terribly sorry.
Push a little bit harder on that bit.
Oh, all right. Look, get down there. This will do.
That bit goes in there.
Good.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, really?
That's it there.
Oh, it does feel rather good.
What the hell are you doing with my daughter?
Father, it's all very innocent. I tore my robe off.
Yes, and I've just been busy trying to get it on.
Ding Dong's Vicar, recorded live in London before well-dressed professional people. Take that, Hitler, and you too, his wife, Mrs. Hitler.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the late-night television program that puts dignity back in this fabulous medium. For too long, late-night television's been all about guys telling jokes. Here, it's just a guy trying to get through the night. Still, I can't be telling you about my problems. I got the emails. Do we have time for the emails tonight, do we? Yeah. Time to answer an email. All right. Let's see what we got then. Oh, this is from Isabel in Valencia, in Spain. Buenos noches? Buenos noches, Isabel in Valencia. I didn't know we went out in Valencia. Did we go out in Valencia? Oh, on the Google box, of course, yeah. Isabel says, Dear Craig, there is a secret message on the back of this email. Oh, very funny. You can't put a secret message on the back of an email. That's probably the joke. Still, if you have to explain it, maybe it isn't a joke at all. Maybe it loses something in the translation. In the original Spanish, it's hilarious. This is from Adam in Warsaw, in Poland. Does anyone in America watch this show anymore? Dear Craig, says Adam, in English, I'm happy to report you have 3 fans in Poland. So he says, 3 fans in Poland, there is me and 2 other guys. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. It only remains for me to say, so long, suckers. I'm going to Gdansk late-night television. All right. This is from Steve. This is another one from out of town. Steve from Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Any. No, that's. There's not one from America. America? Come on! All right, Steve in Hong Kong says, it's Chinese New Year and Australia's National Day today. If you were to celebrate, which one would you choose and how? There's no winning that for me. Probably both of them, depending on your preference. I don't celebrate either Chinese New Year or Australia Day because I happen to be an American who's not from China. But I've nothing against Australia. You don't want to get the Australians mad. They throw phones at you. All right, here's another one. This is from Luis in Bogota in Colombia. Why are you even doing that? It's from the same printer as the other ones. Is that? And Luis says, I watch your show on the computer. Yeah, of course you do. And you said that coffee is the biggest export from Colombia. This is not right. I know. It's crude oil, apparently. Yes. Well, no, don't. I have no idea what you're applauding. Don't start doing that. Then it turns into one of them daytime shows where everyone applauds, and I'm like, why are they applauding? What happened? Look, let's just call it. It made no sense. I have no idea what he's talking about. Everybody was thinking cocaine. Don't applaud! Actually, I'm not normally for cocaine, but I wouldn't mind giving some to this audience. Sometimes, through the miracle of television, my thoughts sound out loud. I'm kidding. They're fantastically awake. This is from Diana in British Columbia and Canada, which is about as close to America as we're going to get in all of this. I can't even read that. All right. This is from Renee in Calabasas, California. Thank you. Wait. There's an asterisk. Calabasas, California, on the internet now in Marseille. Hey, come on, the French are our friends again. Bonjour, Craig. Oh, you've changed, Renee. Although Renee's a French name. Actually, it's one of those names you don't know in French if it's a boy or a lady. Renee says, when I was in Paris last week, I went to that place for croissants that you recommended, and it was amazing. I had 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did. I used to spend quite a lot of time in Paris. And they have girls there that are friendly. And guys. It was back when I was enjoying one of the, lesser exports from Colombia. That's right, I used to enjoy crude oil immensely. Some nights I couldn't get enough crude oil. I'd get myself a half gallon of crude and wake up in a jail somewhere in Paris. Good times. I can't remember what that was that we were talking. Oh, yeah, the croissant. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? All right, thanks a lot. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, not only Americans, but people all over the world. And Canada. Welcome. I feel I've upset the people in Canada once too often. I'm sorry, people in Canada. I'm sorry. In order to make it up to the people of Canada, I will no longer yodel on this show. I can't promise that, actually, so... Look, let's move on. I've got a fantastic guest tonight. He's the host of one of my favourite shows on television, Hardball, on the MSNBC. Chris Matthews, everybody. Chris Matthews. I like your tie.
Do you like it? It doesn't really go with the stripes, but what the heck?
No, stripes and stripes are good together. You don't need to worry about that. You've got the elegance of a man who has his own show on MSNBC. By the way, I noticed when I watched your coverage of the inauguration, you and Keith.
That's great, wasn't it? It was
fantastic. But you were doing this quite a lot.
What's that mean?
Well, I don't know. You were doing. I think it was cold. Was it cold there?
Freezing.
Yeah, because it looked cold, and you were doing this with your hand, and I thought, Chris has got a false hand. I've never noticed. Costas did it a bit during the Olympics. I thought, I didn't know Costas had a false hand, but I think actually Costas is a magician. And he likes to, do other things with his hands while he's talking to people.
See how I go quiet?
Yeah! This is unusual.
I can go quiet.
Did you have a good time at the inauguration?
I loved it. It was inspiring. I covered the fall of the Berlin Wall. I was there for the first all races election in South Africa. I've been to Northern Ireland during the fights and in the Middle East, on the West Bank, and I've never saw anything as exciting as this.
Really? It was very moving. Very moving.
I love the, well, I'm in D.C. I'm on the 7th Street, right on the mall, right looking up at the Capitol, and surrounded by the more smiling faces than I've ever seen in my life. I mean, everybody was ecstatic.
Was that because you were there? And then Hey, everybody, it's Chris. Hey! You must see that a lot.
I think that might have been a small part of it. The real thing that was going on was this guy's getting inaugurated. And when people say, what got to me, after all these years of common politics, was to hear the 21-gun salute. Because when you heard the 21-gun salute with those cannons going off, you realized at that split second that this guy's not just going to be head of our government, but you get 21 guns for living like a king or a president. He's going to be head of the country.
Yes.
And it's such a big thing to have an African-American guy to become head of the country. And the whole world looks at us differently now. And in little villages in Africa, they're probably naming their kids Barack now. Yeah. And kids that are...
I think they were doing that before, though.
Well, they named one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, when they start naming them Barack in this country, it's probably a bigger deal. And I was thinking, in African-American kids especially, I grew up in Philadelphia where you had Independence Hall there and everything, but I think a lot of African-Americans grew up saying, well, that's for the other people, that's not really for us. And now they look at it and go, that's where it started. Right. That's where this country started that led to him being president. So there's a whole different perspective on this thing as you see it. It's much bigger than just an election, I think.
Well, I mean, it's a very uplifting, so I want to move away from that and think about...
You want to get away from the good stuff.
I want to talk to you about Blagojevich, this guy. And,
from the sublime to the ridiculous.
What is it?
He's great. We call him B-Rod.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is a show. He's ready to be nailed. He has no money. We learned that because he's trying to make some by selling a Senate seat. He's caught dead, dead to rights. They got him on tape. But the state legislature out there in Illinois looks more ridiculous than he does. They only went after him when he got caught on tape. They weren't after him before, and they weren't going to get him. So all of a sudden, he's out doing all the shows. This week he's doing The View. He's working the jury pool. All he needs to get is 1 or 2 people that are with him. And he also is trying to sell that book. So what he does, he sells the book by doing a promotional tour.
Right.
He makes the money off the book. He gets $5 million. He buys a really good lawyer. Okay, and that's what I think he's going to do. And he also gets that jury pool, maybe get a hung jury out of it, then he can cop a plea and maybe get 5 months, 6 months out of it. That's what I think he's up to.
Wow.
I think he's smart.
Wow, that's smart. And also, $5 million for a book. He gets 5. That's Sarah Palin's.
Yeah. You know what I'd like to do?
What?
I'd like to have a law that says politicians have to write the book.
Oh, that would slow them down a bit.
They have to have a surveillance camera.
Yeah.
And you actually have to see them with a pencil or a pen or a typewriter and a computer. And they actually have to be seen typing the words in. And if they don't type the words, they can't have the money. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah,
no more
it'll never fly, though. It's un-American.
It's
un-American. Come on.
It says written by. No, it's not. These guys don't write. Well, I think Barack actually is one of the few writers in the whole business.
Didn't Clinton write his book?
I don't know. Let me just say, I don't know.
On.
I have no reason to believe it, but none of these guys write their own stuff.
Well, I think. So who will write Blagojevich's book then?
Somebody will get a good chunk of the money. Yeah. I don't think
But you're implying that there are writers in this country that will do anything for money.
Yeah, I know. Well, I saw him out here about 2 months ago, and I said to him, "Who are you going to pick for that Senate seat?" He said, "Get yourself some residents. I'll give it to you."
Really?
That's how he talks. He's kind of a lighthearted guy.
Wow. He's and I like his hair. It's very Rachel and Friends, 1995.
I was trying to think about that hair. It's really. He's got a thing called the brush, and he calls it the football.
Yeah.
And they carried around like this very important appliance. It's the brush for his hair.
Wow.
They call it the football because the football is what they call the nuclear weapons codes that the president carries around with him. So his staff calls the brush the football. And he apparently has to have it with him.
I bet he does. That thing goes off. Now, we touched on it briefly.
So what are you betting? He goes to prison or not?
Oh, he's gone to jail.
You think for sure? I'll take that bet.
Yeah, no, he's gone to jail.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, all right.
He's out.
He's gone to jail, but not for a long time.
Well, I'm trying to book him, okay? So I want to book him on my show before they book him.
Oh.
So
we do one of those things where you go to the jail and he's in lockdown. MSNBC does tons of that.
I swear he could substitute for me on Hardball, then he could do lockdown after 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
He could do the whole thing,
They have a lot of that.
He could be the insider.
Yeah, they have a lot of that in MSNBC.
The insider with Rod Blagojevich and here inside, with those myopic cameras.
Do you think he'll come on your show? I think he's probably...
I'm trying to get him Wednesday.
I think he'd be a little afraid of you, I think. Don't you think?
They ought to be.
Yeah, come on, because you're going to go, come on, and he's going to go, I did it, and then he's screwed.
You watch the show?
Yes, I watch the show every day. You're like, and they're like, sorry, Chris, and it'll be too late. So this guy
comes up to me at a party a couple weeks ago, and he says, I got a great gig for your show. Walk up. You got to do this in accent. You go, so here's how you do the show. It's like, remember Groucho Marx?
Yes.
Years ago, he would say the secret word, and your word comes down, you get $100. Well, sometime during the show, you should do this. And he says, just answer the question. Just answer the question, please. So I should do that during the show. You think I should do that?
I don't know. It
didn't work here.
No, it didn't work here. That's what I'm trying to say.
Answer the question.
But you know what? I think what's good is that you try out your material where no one's going to see it. That's clever. That's clever.
You listen to
very good. Now listen. Yeah.
I tried. This is New Haven, right?
Tell me about Palin. What do you think she's going to come back after the book and stuff?
I think there's I will make the pro-Palin case. I can go the other way. I'll give you the pro-Palin.
Okay.
There's 500 people in Congress, 535. You know 2 or 3 of them. You know who she is.
Right.
There's how many governors in this country? You know maybe 2 or 3 of them if you're lucky.
Right. Blagojevich and Arnold.
Arnold
That's
Howard.
about,
That's all you know. That's all you know.
Yeah.
So you know how many senators? You could probably name most people. They're really political junkies. Could name 10 or 20.
Right.
Most politicians, hundreds and thousands of state legislatures and state senators and mayors and county, all over the country. How many are interesting? She's interesting.
Is she?
Yeah, I think she is. I think she put on a big. I think she's going to be one of the 2 or 3 people running for the nomination.
I know what you're up to. I know what you're up to. 2 things. 1, you're a Democrat and you want her to run because she doesn't have a chance ever. And you're trying to talk the GOP into it.
I think it's a smart move.
I think that's what...
No, you know, there's certain things she does which are right. She sort of brought the what do they call it? The windshield wiper wave. Really made that a big thing.
Huh?
The windshield wiper. Before that, people go like this. How you doing? Nice to see you. The windshield wiper wave was very fetching. That's a big development. So in the history books,
I've been doing that here for years.
They'll say,
no
what
way.
has she brought to American politics? She brought the windshield wiper wave to politics, you know. and I think it's.
I don't think you're making much of a pro-Palin case at all, actually. I think it's not at all.
No, she gave a good speech, you know.
What about that? That you
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's an old dream.
Yeah?
An old dream. Didn't you have dreams growing up?
What's that?
Didn't you have dreams growing up?
Right here.
Yeah, that's
right here, America.
You're here.
Yeah, I wanted to be an astronaut, but I settled for this. I was too tall to be an astronaut, plus I was a fall-down drunk
for 15 years. You know what's great about this country? You know what is great? I may have said this before. The great thing about... by the way, I'm glad you're one of us now.
Thank you, me too.
The great thing about this country is that every group that's ever come here, including the Scots, have done better here.
Especially the Scots.
Have done better here. I mean, Stonewall Jackson, all the good guys, Andrew Jackson, all the Scots-Irish.
Yeah.
But they built this country, the Scots-Irish, in many cases.
They helped.
They've all done, you name an ethnic group. Think of any ethnic group from Russia, Ireland, South Asia, Pakistan. Every person, every group that's ever come to this country has done so much better here than where they came from. So that's interesting. There's something magical about America. It's exceptional because here you can become not just who you want to be, what you want to become a who. You can change your name if you want. They don't know you ask you, who's your grandfather, what do you do for a living? They say, what do you do?
Yeah.
What are you up to?
That's why
it is the most remarkable country because it's about personal achievement, not about past
meritocracy. It's a meritocracy.
It's so
and it should always stay that way. God bless America. We're out of time. Chris Matthews, everybody. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And listen, anybody that knows me will tell you that I love comedy that involves chickens. I'm famous for it. Not in America, but overseas, where this show is seen mostly. Anyway, my next guest has got a chicken on his CD cover. It's a new comedy CD, the very best of Paul Morrissey, and it's available from his website. Please welcome back to the show, chicken lover Paul Morrissey. Paul Morrissey.
Oh, hey. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. It's great to be here. Exciting time, right? We got a new president. That's exciting, and yeah. Few people excited. The elections went pretty much the way that I thought they would go, except here in California. We voted down the gay marriage law, which, regardless of what you feel about it, there's crazier marriage laws. Like there's common law marriage. You ever hear of that? That's just if you live with the same person for 5 years, whether you like it or not, boom, you're married. Yeah. That scares me. But I think maybe people got confused. You know, they thought maybe if we had gay marriage and common law marriage, especially in LA, you just end up with like 2 loser dudes sharing the same crappy apartment for 5 years. They're both working part-time at the pizza place, getting drunk every weekend. 5 years goes by, boom, they're married. You see them at a party. I even know Tony and Jim were gay. They're married now? When did they fall in love? They didn't. They just never got full-time jobs, pretty much. So I'm glad the holidays are over. I got some weird gifts for Christmas. Somebody gave me a teeth whitening kit as a gift. Pretty backhanded gift, right? Teeth whitening kit. What's the thinking behind that? Yeah, we noticed you have an appearance problem. We're gonna go ahead and take care of that with a gift to you. We'll even wrap it. You can open in front of all your friends, so they know you have the problem too. That's just rude. That's like giving somebody mouthwash for Christmas or something. Yeah, we noticed your breath smells like hot garbage. We figured the birth of Jesus was the perfect time to tell your breath stinks. I think it's payback, though. I'm bad. I'm cheap with the gifts. I shop at Spencer Gifts all the time. You ever been to that store? It's like the cheesiest store on the planet, man. That's like a rave party for white trash in there, the Spencer's, right? It even smells like white trash a little bit in there. There's always a mixture of French fries and gasoline when we walk through there. I don't know if that's what it smells like. So I'm in Spencer's, and I'm looking through the Britney Spears posters. You know what I'm saying, fellas? And one of the ladies that's working there, she comes up, she goes, "Can I help you find something in particular?" And I was like, who the hell comes to Spencer's for something in particular, you know? Yeah, do you have a coffee mug that's shaped like a booby? Or an alarm clock that makes farting noises? It's my parents' anniversary is coming up. I want to get them something special. And a weird thing happened to me in the supermarket yesterday. I went in to the deli, I tried to get a pound of turkey. I was like, hey, can I get a pound of turkey? And the lady at the deli said, turkey like for a sandwich? Is this your first day? Are you messing with me? So I decided to mess with her. I was like, no, not turkey for a sandwich. I need turkey for a shower curtain. Can you do that? I just need 8 feet by 6 feet and just eat my way out of the shower in the morning. Also need a pepperoni slip and slide. And I need bologna floor mats for my car. And I don't even like bologna. I just like my feet to feel squishy when I'm driving. But I'm a big sports fan, too. I love the sports. I played basketball in college about 40 pounds ago. And I'm still in shape for baseball, though. You ever see those fat bastards? Oh, man. They keep changing the rules, make it lazier. Even if the guy wants to quit, he's like, hey, I don't want to play in the field anymore. The coach is like, all right, you can be our designated hitter. All right, what if I don't want to run? That's all right, we'll get you a pinch runner, too. What if I don't want to do anything? I just want to look fat in a uniform. All right, you can be our first base coach. Yeah, if you've seen baseball, there's a third base coach. He gives signals, does stuff. The guy at first base, they haven't needed that guy since the Little League when the kids were too dumb to make it to first base, you know? He's some kid's dad with the flashlights from the airport, you know, trail of cookies for the fat kid to make it. Oh, but my favorite channel is the classic sports channel. You get that? They show the old Super Bowls and World Series, you know. Cool channel. Problem with this channel is there's people that don't realize that these are games that already happened, you know. Like my buddy's a Buffalo Bills fan, you know, and they didn't win any Super Bowls. Sorry, fellas. And so I go to pick him up the other day. I'm like, hey, you ready to go? He goes, no, fourth quarter. They still got a shot. I was like, what are you talking about, man? This game's history. It's on videotape, you know. If you could change history by rooting for stuff on video, you know, you'd have married guys watching their wedding tapes going, say no! You suck! Hey, that's all for me, folks. Thank you guys so much.
Good job. Good job. It's great, Paul. Paul Morrissey, everybody. We'll be right back.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
The kitten has hiccups. Things you thought you'd never say. All right, what did we learn on the show tonight? I tell you what I learned. I learned that an idea about yodeling at the start of the show, which seems great at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, may well turn to crap by the time you get in front of a camera. I'm very sorry. But not to anyone in America, because apparently no one in America is watching this show. Although I do have my 3 fans in Poland. That's the reason to be from the mission. I made that up. Polish people all over America are going, he made that up. That's not real Polish. How do you know? I'm Polish. I never knew that about you. Well, there's a lot of things you don't know about me. Like what? I'm gay. Really? We've been married 20 years. I know, I hate you. All right, you know, I admit I made that up too. That's just a thing I made up. I also made up tonight that Paul McCartney is a saint. Remember I said that? That's not right. Oh, man, now everybody's mad at me. Mission accomplished. Good night, everybody. Good night.